Reminder, I play on Minecraft Java Edition. Seeds in Java Edition and Bedrock Edition are similar, but still a bit different. Structures like villages or mansions do not generate in the same places between versions. Terrain will be very similar, but things like trees will often generate a bit differently. Version parity does not mean everything is the same, just know that before using these seeds on Bedrock Edition. Mountain circles are some of the best results from the terrain changes made in the Caves and Cliffs update of Minecraft 1.18. They truly look incredible. They just provide a beautiful view with natural generation, which we wouldn't have got in older Minecraft versions. Adding in a cherry grove in the middle of the mountains adds to the beauty of this one, plus there are various sections of dripstone caves around the area too. That includes this crater area here. And outside of the spawn mountains, there are two big dripstone craters here. They just cut into the meadow biome, which is pretty neat. And over here, there's a village on the edge of this smaller mountain. It looks pretty cool, and I like how this blacksmith generates. A beautiful seed all around. If you're looking for a big mountain area with jagged peaks, I have a seed for you. That off-white biome on the map, yeah, that's all jagged peaks. They're all generated around Y level 256 in the world. You can see how crazy this biome looks. This cave is generated on the outside of the biome, just a huge cave on the mountainside. It being a dripstone cave makes it even better. And speaking of caves, this spot here is really cool. These pillars start all the way up at Y level 175-ish and go all the way to a section of deep dark. Interesting spot to stumble upon. Just jagged peaks everywhere in this one. This village generates below a mountain and near an ocean. It makes for a really picture-perfect location. Some of the village generates on the mountain, and there's a lava pool, so you probably want fire tick off. But this view is just beautiful. The mountain is a perfect backdrop to the village. This seed has a big frozen peaks biome at spawn. You can see the biome on the map in that grayish blue color. Much of the biome generates up towards Y level 256, just frozen peaks all around. My favorite part of this seed is this valley between the frozen peaks and a section of jagged peaks. It's just a stunning area to travel through, just truly beautiful world generation. I actually spawned into the world and instantly saw dripstone. There's a dripstone cave right next to spawn. And the spawn looks like this. Now, I know the Badlands don't technically have mountains, but look at these peaks. I'm considering these to be mountains any day of the week, and these ones form a circular shape here, which looks absolutely incredible. Imagine a little western town being built down here. Could be really awesome. This seed is almost a full mountain ring, but this spot right here makes it not a full mountain ring. It's actually pretty cool how the forest biome extends up like a mountain. Within the mountains, we've got this lake right here. I always love finding lakes in mountain rings. And we also have this ruined portal village. Adding this to everything else at spawn is just awesome. I really like the look of the buildings generating up on the mountains here. This is almost a full mountain ring. This woodland mansion generates below some frozen peaks. The mansion's entrance is in the water, and some of the mansion is covered by the mountainous terrain. The mountains around the spawn area look awesome. I love how jagged peaks generate here too. This big dripstone cave opening looks incredible. Just traveling around the spawn area feels really cool in this seed. Even without the mansion, this would be a fantastic seed. Spawning into this world, all I saw was gray. That's because this is just a big stony peaks biome. You can see that on the map with that gray biome there. Just big stony peaks up near generation height limit. There are some green sections within the biome, and a pillager outpost, and a ruined portal. But aside from that, we've just got gray. And before I stop talking about this seed, I just need to mention that this generates in the world. I mean, that's pretty sweet. The spawn of this seed is within a lush area that generated all the way up towards Y level 200 in a jagged peaks biome. I was just looking for a big jagged peaks biome, so I was a bit surprised to see this. I did find my big jagged peaks biome too though. Lots of jagged peaks everywhere, and apparently lush peaks too. This place just looks really cold, and you know what would be cool? If you subscribe to the channel. It's all frozen peaks, grove biomes, and snowy peaks around the area. The lake at the bottom of the mountains is frozen. Even the ocean is frozen. If a snowy winter-like seed is what you need, I guess this would be a decent option. In my recent top 5 weekly seeds video, I mentioned that jungles and stony peaks together can produce some extremely cool looking Minecraft terrain. This right here definitely supports that statement. We've got these stony peaks kind of forming in like a half oval shape with the jungle in the middle and going up the sides of the peaks. This side has some really thin mountains. We have easy access to a lush cave here and right here too with this big crater. It all leads to this lake area, which I think looks really nice. The mini cliffs here add to this area, and this jungle temple with the shipwreck under it here looks tremendous. It's kind of just lodged into this area, partly floating. There's actually another jungle temple area outside of the mountains too. This one generates right next to a ruined portal, so that's 2 temples right near spawn. This seed is a decent look at what the combination of stony peaks and jungle biomes together can cause. This seed has a lot of mountains around the spawn area. Take a look at this map to see for yourself. It all starts with a big frozen peaks biome, and then the rest of the mountains around the area just add to the greatness. It creates incredible valleys, awesome caves, and just beautiful scenery. Just a fantastic mountain seed. This is one of those Minecraft seeds I wish existed in real life. The terrain is just absolutely beautiful. The spawn is in the Stony Peaks Mountains with a forest below them and a lake at the bottom. Just an absolutely stunning location. This section of mountains generates a bit hollow with a big cave, and it doesn't get any worse outside of the mountains either. There's a mesa biome with some really awesome peaks, and there's this cliff area. These cliffs just look incredible. This area with a lush cave is fantastic, and there's a shipwreck above water here too. Actually, it's not really even a shipwreck since it's basically fully above water. It's just a ship out in the water with absolutely amazing scenery behind it. This seed has incredible terrain, and it all starts off right at spawn. This seed has some mesa mountains that are trying to form a ring formation but can't quite get it done. That's because at the end of the mountain section, there's an ocean and cliffs form. You can see there are more cliffs over there too. The view from out here looks really awesome with the Mesa Mountains as a backdrop. Just a really cool thing to see. With this seed, stony peaks and a jungle are generated. But before checking it out, go ahead and leave a comment with the word climb. That's today's comment of the day. Be creative with it and I'll be sure to leave a heart. I've mentioned this, but I love the look of jungles rising up the mountains. Down at the bottom is a little lake, and this right here is my favorite section of terrain in this seed. There are 3 different sections of water generating, and then a larger section in a lush cave underneath. A jungle temple also appears in the mountain area. I like having it close to spawn for some early loot. It really looks small in comparison to the big mountain terrain. Outside of the spawn mountains, we have this mix of mountains here, and some more peaks here. Lots of great terrain in this seed. I don't think I really get through these long videos without showing an island seed these days. And well, this is a mountain island seed. Just a stony peaks biome that generates on an island. It has a forest biome and a savanna biome surrounding it, as well as cliffs on the side as well. It looks really cool. This seed has jagged peaks generated near an ocean. That causes some really fantastic looking cliffs to generate. I mean, just look at this. When Caves and Cliffs was announced, this is exactly the type of seed I was excited for, and I'm still excited about it today. It's truly stunning Minecraft terrain. On the other side of the jagged peaks, there are frozen peaks. With the valley between the 2 mountain rings, we get even more stunning Minecraft terrain. This seed is just spectacular. The spawn of this seed is between 2 mountains. It has this dark forest valley in the middle. It looks absolutely fantastic. Truly a magnificent place to start the world. There's also this dripstone cave opening here. It's a really huge dripstone cave too. And then there's a split cave opening here too. This cave is absolutely massive, with it reaching down to the deep dark and deep slate. Split lush caves and dripstone caves are always cool to see. This one doesn't disappoint. And this entire seed doesn't disappoint. One way to make a mountain circle even cooler is by having the circle split between 2 types of mountains. That's what we have here, About half of the circle generates with jagged peaks, and the other half generates with stony peaks. There's a forest biome in the middle. The terrain in this area looks really cool. There are more mountains outside of the spawn, and some more right here. This ravine thing looks really cool. Let's call that a split circle mountain scene. The first thing I noticed when entering into this world was this big cave opening. It's a huge dripstone cave that runs underneath the mountains. After that, I flew around and realized that there are a lot of mountains around the spawn. It really is a fantastic mountainous area. I think the valley between these two mountains is my favorite thing about this scene. Actually, no, that's a lie. Because on the other side of the mountains is this. Yeah, a mansion and village in the middle of a circular mountain area. The mansion is pretty tall due to the mountains. It really shows how small the village buildings are. Some of the village generates right up against the mansion, and even within the foundation. With how spectacular that spawn looked, I didn't think it could get better, but this definitely makes it better. And with that, I say subscribe, click the bell, like the video, become a member. I'm out of here. See ya.